Good evening, everyone. Today we shall study about binomial theorem. Earlier classes we have uh, get the basic concept about the binomial theorem. In this class we will solve some questions of binomial theorem related to the general term and middle term. So we take the some questions related to the middle term. So first of all we clear the concept of the middle term. For this we take the help of the NCERT textbook. Let's see here. So if we put at a gallons, then question number 6 and sorry 7 or 8 of the NCERT textbook related to the middle term. So first of all, clear the concept of the middle term. Let's see what say about the middle term. So general term and middle term. Already we have cleared the concept of the general term. Today we shall discuss about or clear the concept of middle term. Let's see. Uh, Regarding the middle term, according to NCERT textbook, in the expansion of a plus b to the power n. So if n is even, the number of term in the expansion will be n plus 1. N is even, so n plus 1 is odd. Therefore, the middle term will be n plus 1 by 2. So this one will be n by 2 plus 1. So as the general term, we find out t n by 2 plus 1 will be the middle term of a plus b to the power n when n is the even. So of that there is no problem. So here will be n by 2 plus 1 into a to the power n minus n by 2 minus 1 into b to the power n by 2 plus 1. Instead of r, we have this one, and we know that n minus r and b to the power r. So this one will be the middle term in the expansion of a plus b to the power n when n is the even. Let's see. If n is odd, then the expansion n plus 1 will be even. In that case, we get two middle terms. First middle term is n plus 1 by 2 and second is n plus 1 by 2 plus 1. Of that there is no problem to understand the concept related to the middle term. Let's see here. Let clear the concept of middle term. Question related to the middle term is not asked in the board examination, whereas topic related to the middle term we must or should study as per the syllabus of JEE Main. So in JEE Main, chances to ask question from middle term. So we recall here binomial theorem a plus b to the power n. What will be the middle term? As per the explanation of the NCERT textbook, middle term depends upon the value of n. Middle term depends upon the value of n. So when n is even, middle term will be n by 2 plus 1. For this we take the example, suppose that a plus b to the power 2. So 2 is the even. So the expansion in the expansion of a plus b to the power 2, we have 3 terms. So the middle term will be second term. According to the general expansion, what will be the second term? So second term will be 2 C1 A 1 or 2 minus 1 into B1, this one. So hope that there is no problem when a plus b to the power 4. In the expansion of a plus b to the power 4, we have 5 terms. In this expansion, we have 5 terms. So middle term here will be third term. So here third term will be 4 C 2 into a to the power 4 minus 2 into b to the power 2. So according to the expansion of a plus b to the power n, when n is the even, middle term is n by 2 plus 1. Now we verify all of these. When 4, this is the 4. then the middle term will be n by 2 plus 1 equal to what? Then here will be 4 by 2 plus 1 equal to third term. This is the third term. And according to the general term, we know that when t r plus 1 equal to, here will be, let's see, ncr into a to the power n minus r into b to the power r. So according to this one, exact middle term will be this one. Hope that there is no problem to understand to identify the middle term when n is the even. Let's solve the question of exercise. In the exercise, we have the question related to the middle term is see here. Here n is 10 and 10 is the even. So middle term will be what? N by 2 plus 1. Matlab sixth term. The middle term of this question will be sixth term. So we find out what is the value of sixth term. Let's see the solution. Question number, this is question number 8. Question number 8 of NCERT textbook. Find out the middle term of, let's see the question here, x by 3 plus 9y to the power 10. X by 3 plus 9y to the power 10. Let's see the solution. Here n equal to 10, which is even. Therefore, middle term equal to n by 2 plus 1 equal to 10 by 2 plus 1 equal to sixth term. Now we write down here, we know that t r plus 1 according to the general term ncr into a to the power n minus r into b to the power r. So according to this one, middle term will be required middle term equal to t 5 plus 1 equal to 10 c 5 into, instead of a we have, let's see, the question. X by 3. Instead of x, a, we have x by 3. So we write down here x by 3 to the power 10 minus 5 into, instead of b, we have 9y to the power 5. Of that, there is no problem to understand up to this step. Next step here will be equal to 10 c5 into x by 3 to the power 5 into 9y to the power 5. So we write down here factorial 10 by factorial 5 minus 10 minus factorial 5. X5 by 3 repeated 5 times, or we write down here 3 to the power 5, and here 9 to the power 5 into y to the power 5. Next step here will be equal to factorial 10 by factorial 5 into factorial 5 into x to the power 5 into y to the power 5 into 9 by 3 to the power 5. 3 3 ja 9. So last step here will be factorial 10 by factorial 5 into 5 into x to the power 5 into y to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5. So this one will be the answer. Hope that there is no problem to understand the solution of this question. Let's solve the question when n is odd. Or let's see the question number 7. In this question, here is the 7 and 7 is the odd number, and we try to find out middle term. Let's solve this question. So we write down here uh, find out the middle term in, let's see the question, 3 minus x by 6, 3 minus x cube by 6, 3 minus x cube by 6 by 6. So here x cube to the power 7. Let's see the solution. In the expansion of the given binomial, there will be 8 terms. Out of these 8 terms, let's write down here first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and this is the 8. So A4 and A5, mean fourth and fifth term will be the middle term. Fourth and fifth term will be middle term. So we find out here, or we write down here, we know that T r plus 1 equal to n c r into a to the power n minus r into b to the power r. So in first case here, r plus 1 will be fourth. So t 3 plus 1 equal to here will be 7, 3, a to the power 7 minus 3 into b to the power 3. So the next step here will be 7c3 into a to the power 4 into b to the power 3. Now putting the value of a and b, so here will be 7c3. The value of a is, let's see here, 3. So we write down here 3 to the power 4, and the value of b is minus x cube by 6 to the power 3. Hope that there is no problem to understand up to this step. So the next step here will be factorial 7 by factorial 3, and 7 minus 3 equal to factorial 4. 3 to the power 4 into 6 to the power 3 into minus 1 to the power 3 for this minus into x cube to the power 3. Hope that there is no problem to understand up to this step. Next step here will be equal to factorial 7 by factorial 3 into factorial 4. Here will be 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 by 6 into 6 into 6, and here will be into minus 1. Minus 1 repeated 3 times, then we get minus 1 into x to the power 9. So the last step here will be, here we cancelled out 3 to the 6, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 6. So last step here will be factorial 7 by factorial 3 into factorial 4 into, here will be 3 by 4. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. So here will be 3 by 8 into minus 1 into x to the power 9. So final step will be minus factorial 7 by factorial 3 into factorial 4, 3 by 8 into x to the power 9. So this is the answer. Hope that there is no problem to understand the solution. Again we find out similarly t4 plus 1, which is the fifth term. Second middle term equal to fifth term. So here will be direct 7 c, we write down here 4 a to the power 7 minus 4 into b to the power 4. According to the question, value of a is 3 to the power 7 minus 4 into value of b is minus x cube by 6, here will be to the power 4. So we write down direct final step similarly according to the earlier, factorial 7 by factorial 4 into factorial 3 into 3 to the power 3 by 6 to the power 4, and here will be minus minus repeated 4 times, then here will be plus. So x to the power 12 by 6 to the power 4. So this one will be the answer. Of that there is no problem to understand the solution of these two questions. So in case of odd number, when n is odd, then we get two middle term. In case of even number, we get one middle term. So we write down here. In the expansion of a plus b to the power n, when n is even, then number of middle term is 1. And when n is odd, the then number of middle term is 2. So hope that there is no problem to understand the solution of these two questions. Hope that there is no problems to understand the solutions of these two questions. Now I am going to over this class. Now I am going to over this class. Hope that this class will be useful to the schooling students of CBSC and a state board, as well as the JEE main aspirants. Thank you very much to stay with me.